Baylor Bears from McLean Stadium on the banks of the Brazos in Waco, Texas. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Razorbacks will kick it away to start us off. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out. .25. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Makes the quick grab.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later.
Dropping back, it's Robertson. Going for it all. Makes the catch on the left. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor! And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. From the gun, give on the inside. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Got a man. It's Anthony. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He would have loved enough to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Handoff from the gun. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Wow, what an impressive-looking run. You think back to some of the greatest rushing offenses in the SEC in recent years. Remember that offense that had Darren McFadden and Felix Jones both in the backfield, sometimes taking wildcat snaps? Nobody could stop them. He
lets it fly. Got it. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Arkansas.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Robertson. Grabbed in the middle, it's Kloppenstein. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Now they're starting to feel it. They got a first down at the 44.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking for space. It's Washington. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Great running backs consistently make people miss, and he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, and to the next, and to the next. The offensive line going to have to do a lot better job, giving him some more space so he can get out in the open field and make some plays for this offense.
Fires to the tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catch in the middle. It's Washington. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
Made a defender miss. Touchdown Bears! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Anthony. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. The sure hands, it's Washington. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Scanning the field, it's Green. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
With the catch, it's Brown. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you could do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Pulls it in. It's Brown. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. And the Razorbacks are on the move. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
You know, if you're going to complete some of these deep crossing patterns, the offensive line has got to be able to hold up because you know that receiver, it's going to take him time to get where he needs to be. So everybody up front really has to do a nice job of creating a clean pocket for the QB to throw from. Really good execution.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go?
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. You're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
The Razorbacks come to the line needing just inches for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. And backed up, first and goal. This defense fighting to hold the lead and carry it to the locker room. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Back to pass, it's Green. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they did tack on the extra point. All tied up and just about set to kick it away.
Number 4 set to kick this one off.
He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Brings it down on the right side. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
What a throw on 1st down, the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the green light to take the shot. And I think that's exactly what happened on that play. I think you're seeing an example right now of some of the playmakers this offense has and just how deceptive they are. Once they have the football in their hands, they're just so difficult to tackle and bring down. David, they've got some difference makers at the running back position.
And it's really hard when you've got backs and speed all over the field.
Brings it to the open. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
Well, and you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
To the air, it's Robertson. Bringing the heat. Can hang on across the middle on 1st down, and maybe he was worried about the shot he was going to take.
You know, sometimes wide receivers are so eager to get upfield once they have the ball. They take their eyes away. You really got to do a good job looking it in and securing the catch.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. It's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Anthony. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Tight end now in motion. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. And the Razorbacks can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, running back gets the give. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Back to throw, it's Green. Moving away from pressure. Fires on the move. catch in the middle. It's Jones. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Throws from the end zone. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. What a job to lay out and make the catch. And the Bears will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Anthony. Slips through the line. He's got it out. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
We just went to half, and we drew up all these adjustments and things we got to do differently to take advantage. How about the special teams coming out to start the second half and setting the tone, taking the kick all the way back for 6. You don't draw it up any better than that.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. He'll bring it out. It's Prentice. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Looking for a man. It's Robertson. Rushes on him. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
This offense has it with really good field position. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
The Razorbacks will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Touchdown, Arkansas! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense. Spread them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Hawkins. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer. To the air, it's Robertson. Time to take a shot. It's caught. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive. Maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later, go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on first down, first play of the drive. If you get the matchup, take the shot. That's exactly what happened. Nice job.
Snagged in the middle. It's Prentice. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. The Bears will hustle to the line. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open, couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again, David.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese. I mean, this is the guy that, listen, we're in the second half now. He's already made plays. I know I can trust him, so I'm going to continue to feature him in this offense because I know he'll continue to make big plays.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Gonna look downfield again. Grabbed over the middle. It's Prentice. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's complete, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor! A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a 2-point conversion. The interception was just great.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone. It's Anthony. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. And there he goes. They eventually chase him down, but what a spectacular return that almost went all the way. The huge play got him on the porch, but now they got to kick in the door. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And they take it in for 6 more points. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Prentice. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Wants to throw. It's Robertson. Gonna take a shot. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making.
Hey, GG, bro.
Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on another team from the SEC, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Razorbacks will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Fielded in the end zone, it's Harper. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. There he goes! Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains, they mark it at the 29.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz, that's why you bring pressure, that's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Couldn't find a lane, a pickup of 1 to the 31.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Buying some time. He throws one to the left. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
That is so hard to defend. QB wants to make a play from the pocket, but does a great job escaping to his left, eyes down the field. Palmer, he looked like a young athletic Jesse Palmer, getting outside the pocket and throwing a dime.
I would have torn my ACL if I had tried to roll out to my left like that in my playing days. But how about this quarterback keeping his eyes downfield, never quitting on the play, and finding a viable option and delivering an accurate throw so that he could advance it after the catch and take it all the way into the end zone.
Using his legs, it's Washington. Looking for room at the 30. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Dating to the days when they ran the option, Arkansas has always been built around the ground game.
And it makes Jerry Jones happy, huh? Noted Arkansas fan, always talking about the Hogs, his Hogs. And this team is always built on that physicality, built on that toughness.
The run from the shotgun. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Green. Unleashes one deep. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job of ball support.
And the field goal unit is on the field. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. That earlier sack really set them back, but they'll still go for it here. Quarterback making checks. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Looking to take a shot. Touchdown, Arkansas! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
And how do you not love the guts of this offense? 4th down, it's just another down. And what do? Stay aggressive, throw the football down the field, make the big play, get the big touchdown.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he puts through the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. He's got great speed. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score. Touchdown, Gamecocks. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
You don't see this very often, an early onside kick when you have the lead. Powers through the defender.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. To throw, it's Green. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. Stopped stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Brown. Caught near the sticks, it's Sellers. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, South Carolina. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
How about this? These guys are going for 2. He's looking to throw. He's got it. 2-point try as good as they build on this lead.
And it's more common to throw for the 2-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot. You can tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice 2-point conversion.
Don't think that one made it 10 yards before they got the eager paws on top of it, and the flags will fly. To the air, it's Green. Not able to hook up the air, incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right.
Well, that's one that DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the catch. It's Anthony. Open space at the 25. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, this guy already has a touchdown. He almost had a second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
Quarterback making adjustments. They'll go to the air. Looking to get it in. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. They'll run play action. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Arkansas! Having a playmaker like that can get the offense out of just about any situation.
And no doubt, he can roll right, he can roll left, he can do whatever he wants and buy time and throw the football. But you have to defend everything. You have to defend pass, you have to defend run, and you have to defend plays that aren't even called. So good luck stopping this cat.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. And I'm not going to argue if this production keeps up as we start the 2nd. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. Coming out with it, it's Harmer. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage?
He lobs one high down the left side. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Snags it on the right, turning it on. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. The Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Oh, it's a reverse. Outstanding work by this defense, reading their keys, staying at home, and knocking him down for a loss.
Everybody loves those trick plays, man, those misdirections, but the problem is when you stay home and you play the play really disciplined and sound like this defense does, you knock it dead, and a lot of times for a loss, and put the offense in a bind.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his man, it's Harbor. Strong, firm tackle. And the Gamecocks moving quickly to the line. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Quickly complete. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
It's a reverse. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And he will score! Touchdown, Gamecocks!
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
This is ultra aggressive. Still in the first half, got the lead and going for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wants to go on top on 1st down. Caught over the middle, it's Brown. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
A little floater there that falls incomplete.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
He'll get rid of it. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Harbor. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. He lofts one down the sideline. Makes the catch at the 20. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
To the air on first down. He's got it. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. The Gamecocks are in the hurry up. Second down, he'll throw it. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, but he found a couple of cracks in that cover team and gets it out to the 43. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. He'll keep it himself. Makes a pass to Marker. Got room at the 35. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
They're going to ride this running back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Looking to throw, it's Green. Right down the middle. Makes the catch. They will score. Touchdown, Arkansas.
How about that drive they just put together to tie this football game up? That is exactly what we talked about in the half. Like, coaches circled them up. First drive, set the tone, tie this ball game up. That is great execution out of halftime.
Yeah, David, it looked like they really had a good plan, too. Obviously made some adjustments there at halftime, things that they would come out and try to attack this defense with, and it looks like they found something here, and that is a perfect way to start the second half. Now an opportunity here to take the lead.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Got it in the middle, it's Bennett. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. And Jesse, he just keeps piling up numbers over 350 yards for the game.
And I feel like from the get-go, Reese, this guy's just been in a great rhythm all game long. He just seems like he's dialed in, and man, he's been accurate throwing the rock.
Looking downfield on first down. The throw. Makes the grab. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. And the Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Might be looking to run. Throwing on the run. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket, and good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving across the field with the QB. Nowhere to go with the football.
The Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Quickly to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They just keep firing. Looking to scramble. Slips a tackle. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Escapes the sack. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. And the Gamecocks will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. Looking to throw. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, South Carolina. And that one will give him the lead.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
And they get him down.
And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
They'll go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Off the play fake. He'll pull it down and run. Smash rushes ahead. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal.
Fourth quarter, obviously, trailing in a football game, you're going to need this dude, your quarterback, to make plays. And you got to call plays like this where it's a pass, and he still takes off and gets the first down. It's his time. It's the fourth quarter. You're trailing. The ball's in his hands.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Green. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space in the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the fourth quarter.
Up by 1, they're going to try to get the deuce here and make it a field goal lead. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I like the decision right there. You're winning by 1. You're trying to go for 2 to make this a field goal game. Even if you kick the extra point, the other team kicks a field goal and they still got the lead. That was the right decision, just couldn't execute.
A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. They go to the ground. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, go get positive yardage.
Quarterback now breaking the field. Past the 40. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
You got to keep drives alive late in the game. When you're starting to get in the fourth quarter and it's a one-score game, you got to do whatever you can as that quarterback to scramble around, get extra plays, extra first downs. Really nice job there by the QB.
Power football with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. The Gamecocks really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Holds it in, the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
What a big play in the fourth quarter when you're trailing and you really needed to get a first down here. Nice job by the quarterback, making the pass, getting the first down.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call with not a lot of time left in the game.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Still on his feet. calling his own number on that one, but they are ready for it and stop him. It'll be fourth down. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And the sideline celebration is on as they've taken the lead in the final minute. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. That last field goal put them on top, and now this kickoff unit needs to cover well because it only takes 3 to beat you now. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Dropping back, it's Green. That's caught. It's Anthony. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese is closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
Great move. Now he's got room. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And when the clock's running down late in the ball game, every first down matters. Every second matters. Really good job.
He's going to let it go. Grabs it up the 25-inch stride. Touchdown, Arkansas. And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
And at this stage of the game in the fourth quarter, big-time players make big plays in big games. What a great job after he secured the catch in the open field, showing off the speed, taking it to the house, and with it, his team now has the lead.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 5 here in the fourth. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Motion from the back. On the snap, it's Brown. It'll fall incomplete. A little creativity on first down, but it doesn't work. It'll be second down. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Makes the grab down the middle. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. Timeout called by the offense. A mere 10 seconds to go in the game. Back to pass, it's Sellers. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. Here in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Rebels will get us started with the opening kickoff. Fielded in the end zone, it's Green. He's brought down at the 16. Would have better off to take the touchback. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. To the air, it's Green. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Blake. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for space, it's Washington. Got the first down, looking for more. Oh, he's got some space. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to scramble. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Defense is all about creating negative plays. And he does a really good job at quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off and gets a positive gain.
And the Razorbacks had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so I didn't have that chance to be complete.
He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after they play up top. The Razorbacks have it with a 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he'll finish the line in the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
And how about the wheels for the QB? You can tell, man, he can roll, and they're going to use him. This is just the first drive. You see him going for the touchdown. I imagine we'll see more of that guy running the football with that kind of speed.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So a drive there of 84 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Diggs. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. going right to work up top. Grabbed in the middle, it's Wallace.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Lee. At the 45 on his way. Gashing the knee on the right. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Extra point here will tie the game. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll give it to the back. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Razorbacks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking to pass. It's Green. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
Sometimes the timing of the screenplay, it takes a little bit of time to get some depth and a little bit of acting by the quarterback and the running back. Well, they didn't win an Oscar. Let's put it that way. Not good acting. That play went nowhere. The screen pass was not successful.
Going to try to get it himself. Turns it on in midfield. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
On the third play of the drive, third down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains, it's first down at the 27. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
Throws to the wideout. Intercepted deep in his own end. Going the other way, and he's got room. Still on his feet. And they were most fortunate to catch up to him there. He almost turned that into a pick six.
Man, and he had a convoy, too. As soon as he had the ball, he just looked around him. There was just a lot of open green, and he took off. Great job by his teammates on defense, getting downfield and setting up some blocks.
Off-play action on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Diggs. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
And running backs who can add to the passing game, they can be so dangerous because once they get the catch, they're operating in much more open space than they would be on a handoff. And it really also tests the linebackers' coverage ability and those DBs' tackling ability.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense. Get him to the ground for no gain.
Second down, they'll go to the air. It's complete to the left. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
He'll pull it on the read. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And the extra point is good. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Back to throw, it's Green. Catch in the middle, it's Anthony. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
And QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10. The give from the gun. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. The Razorbacks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Grab near the sticks. It's Washington. Breaks into the open. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that. This offense within striking distance. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Anthony. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Sometimes it's easy for the receiver to get lost running a drag through all that traffic, Jesse.
Yeah, and this is a receiver too, Reese, who's dangerous once he has the football in his hands. So I like the idea on offense of trying to get this guy the ball quickly to see what he can do once he has it.
They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. And the Razorbacks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll leave it with him. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And we've seen this several times now. Like, he is more than willing to take off and make plays. And you can tell the defense is starting to adjust a little bit. They see it. They know it's a pass, but they have...
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense got it. They're on the run. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And, man, I love my quarterbacks that want to make plays and make those big plays and scramble around and get away from people, but you got to tuck that football away. When you're going to run through arm tackles and people are around you dive, and make sure you got that thing locked up. He did, and defense took advantage of it.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Gonna run it. It's Lacy. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. bootleg and rolling out. Caught close to the marker. It's Lacy. The Razorbacks will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Diggs. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football without.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
On the run, fires downfield. It's caught downfield. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Stands in and takes the hit. Got him downfield. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
Dances away. Had to throw it before he wanted.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
He'll do it himself. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Snagged in the middle. It's Lacy. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And they take it in for 6 more points. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score. Lots of room to run. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front?
Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Trying to take it back.
What a nice catch.
Hey, yo,
by
bro.
the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make
Hey,
plays.
what's your
There's a
rank?
reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, and making a big play.
And the
Yeah,
offense is
yeah.
out on the field with a
That
first
shit
and
crazy. You got 7 addies, only got 1. I'm 4,002.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And a decent gain there before the defense
Hello?
makes a stop.
Huh? No, I'm on the phone.
We'll see if the
Okay,
offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Rebels! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
Number 9.
That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
Coming out with it, it's Anthony.
I got my beats
He
on.
was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23.
What's up? Shoot, I'm hungry as fuck. So we'll give me some food. I ain't gonna lie, you already know what I want.
This drive opens up at the 23-yard line.
You said what?
Dropping
I'm gonna
back,
go get
it's
it.
Green. Here's the pressure.
I don't even
Pulls
know.
it in on the left. And they'll bring him down after the long
wish he was closer
completion,
to
a
me.
chunk play for the offense. The Razorbacks love to do it on the ground, but that gives you some opportunities for big plays up top.
No doubt. It makes me commit more to the ground game, bring more guys down. I'm more willing to play man coverage on the outside. And then in turn, if the QB can make plays down the field,
There he goes. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And he does it again. He's showing you time and time again, man. This dude is just like a running back. And you see it in college football now. Just having that guy at that spot, such an advantage. And you watch him there, just pulls the ball down, picks up yardage, and over 100 on the day now.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Arkansas!
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14.
Have I been at home all day?
On that 3-play scoring drive.
Yeah, a little
Kickoff
bit.
unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling
bit.
themselves after that last drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Diggs. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15.
You was at work all day? What do you mean, little bit? What you mean, little bit?
Good news, I guess.
Here and there.
Room to work with as they start this
Where you was
drive
at the
from
rest of the day?
15.
Where you was at the rest of the day?
Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes
What
the
you talking
catch.
about, huh?
It's Lee. At the 40, there he goes. And they'll move the chains and
Hey,
get it to
let
the
me talk to you later.
47-yard line.
Let me talk to you later.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how
I don't got the
explosive
mental
this
capacity
offense
for
could
your
be.
bullshit
And a big part
right
of that
now.
is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
All right, I'm gonna talk to you later. Nah, ain't no love unless it's baby.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake.
Nah.
Fires downfield. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit
Let
that
him
forced
lose
that
it,
incompletion.
Plenty of work to do
Let
here
him
on
lose it,
2nd and
man.
long. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air.
Fuck, man, I hate when they do that.
Inside the 40. And
Always put me
he'll go out of
behind the
bounds,
nigga,
and
bro. I'm not
this
even-
aerial attack
fuck?
just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Oh, he wants it all. He got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, You know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this. You keep finding them.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Dropping back, it's Green. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Keeps it and gets the first down. Lowers those pads.
Yeah.
And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced.
Without me?
Freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense. But
real, I can't get in there.
Seeing his inexperience shine through here in this
Can't
game.
get in there with you.
Going to swing it on second down. Under fire. Wiggles free. But he can't get away again, and down he goes, and the trickeration is not so tricky.
It's pretty obvious. This defense
I
came
can always
into
take a
this
bath
one
with you.
knowing they were going to have to play a complete game
Sure.
until there were zeros on the clock,
Hey, put
especially
some meat on
against
your
this
back.
quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the
What?
gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they
Get some shit you
And
weren't
this
supposed to do
defense
today.
is
You in there working all day
maxed out this
today.
pressure. Another sack.
Huh? Where you was at
This
today?
defense came to play.
All
They
day.
know about the high-profile QB. They
Man, you think you
rose
slick
to the
as fuck, man.
challenge
That's your
and
problem.
dominated the competition today.
He lets one fly deep.
Oh, you dropped that bit. GG. GG, bro. Fuck.